So today we're going to cook a full packer brisket we got from Walmart on the Traeger in under 12 hours. Don't go anywhere. Hello everybody, welcome back to Greenhorn Barbecue and Beer. If you're new to the channel, my name is Todd. This is the channel that takes you on barbecue crawls to interesting faraway places, gives you barbecue recipes that you could try out at home, and backyard cooking is the king. So probably the most convenient ways to start a brisket early in the morning is with a pellet grill. So I got up about 5 a.m. This was a Walmart 14-pound brisket, about 12 pounds after trimming. It didn't need a lot of trimming. It may not be a prime piece of Wagyu or something like that, but I think some tender care and a little bit of good seasoning and time on the smoker, I think it'll be just fine for backyard cooking on a Sunday afternoon. So also on this video, we have a little challenge going, hashtag tame the stall. So yes, all briskets stall one time or another, and it becomes a real challenge of what to do during that stall. Not all of us are as challenged as others, but some of us, like myself, like to go for a little motorcycle ride. So anyway, don't go anywhere, and let's get started. Hey, good morning, guys. It's the unbelievable hour of 5 a.m. here at Greenhorn, and I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I'm doing today on this Sunday. I got a nice, about medium, large size packer brisket here. Got it from Walmart for $41. I think it's about, before trimming, it's about 14 pounds. It's about 12 pounds now. I gave it a real simple backyard kind of trim here with a really sharp knife. I used a Gunther Wilhelm. And I left most of the silver skin on it. I did a real basic backyard trim. I'm looking for yield, and I'm not doing a competition. Although I did score it against the grain, so I could tell where to cut it, what direction to go. I left about a 1/4 inch on the fat cap side. And I just basically did a basic rounding of the point, and I didn't want to separate the point from the flat at all. Didn't round it up perfectly, but it's going to go on the Traeger. I'm going to go 250 on the Traeger, and I'm going to be using Pit Boss competition kind of blend all-purpose pellets, and I'm going to hit it on the Traeger for, I'm guessing, about 6 hours at 250. Once that brisket here gets past stall, then I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm actually probably just going to put it in the oven after that. Probably another 8 hours or so. Coarse ground black pepper, and mixed in with a little bit of garlic salt. I used about a quarter garlic salt to coarse ground black pepper, and hit it pretty liberally, and then I hit it with some Killer Hogs hot barbecue rub on the top. Just kind of gave it a random dusting there, not too heavy. And it's going to give it a little bit of a zing, I think. And here we go. Next step, Traeger. And of course, got the meter probe in there, and that's how I'm going to gauge the temperature. Again, I'm shooting for just after the stall. Hoping that'll be about 165, then we'll wrap. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, well, I'm going back to bed. That's the beauty of having a Traeger. You set it and forget it. Well, at least until you run out of pellets, and I filled up the hopper full. So, we'll see in a few hours. guys, thanks for participating in hashtag Tame the Stall. I decided to go on a little motorcycle ride around Channel Islands, and with this meter probe and the cloud connectivity, not sure if you could see that. Sorry for the sound of my motorcycle engine there, but I think my battery's a little bit low. But I see that I'm at 165 even. Hope you can see that. Basically, we're at the stall, and I'm going to head on back, and by the time I get back, I think the stall will be passed, and I'm going to wrap it. But in the meantime, check out this beautiful, beautiful view. So it's probably, it's a balmy, I don't know, 65 degrees right now. And we're at Hollywood Beach, which is a suburb of Oxnard. They don't like to be, but unfortunately they are. And it's really beautiful here. Sorry I don't have my gimbal, so it might be a little bit shaky. It's a beautiful day. But again, we've reached the stall. I better head back and wrap it up. Cheers. Alright guys, so I made it back. You know, the temperature really only went up a couple degrees for the 10 minutes it took me to come back from the beach. Kind of proves that there's a stall there for sure. But I came back and I checked on the bark. It didn't pass the bark test. And that's probably because I put a little bit heavy on the coarse pepper side, light on the salt and the garlic, and light on the hot barbecue rub from Malcolm Reed. But so I'm going to wait probably another 15 minutes because it really wasn't that bad. And I like the color, I like where it's going, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in about 15 minutes. Into the oven at 250 degrees. I'm going to be looking for that meter probe to tell me when it's approaching 205 degrees. At that point, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to let it rest for at least 1 hour. You definitely want to let the meat rest. You guys know that. You know, hopefully we're not too hungry, and maybe we can let it rest for longer than that. All right, guys, so it's been another long night. So we basically had that brisket going for about 12 hours total. We did it on the Traeger for probably about 5 hours until we reached just past the stall, and then we wrapped it in white butcher paper. Sorry, that's all I have. And then we put it in the oven here where we could closely monitor the temperature exactly at 250 until it came to about 203, 204 internal. Then we took it out and we're letting it resting for 2 hours. So we're going to take it out now, put it on the cutting board, show you what we got. All right, here we go. Go ahead and unwrap it. Now, one thing right off the bat about this white butcher paper is it's not as strong as the pink butcher paper. You know, definitely it falls apart, and might be a problem with doing some catering, some larger cooks. Look at that. But you know what? Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm just going to lift this up, pull this out. A little bit of jiggle. The point's definitely thinner. It got a little bit more heat. It's a little tough. But we like the good stuff here. So here's the mark that I scored, so that I know where the grain is. So the first thing we want to do is separate the point from the flat. Take a look in there. Move that aside. What I'm going to do I'm going to cut a few of these pieces here against the grain. I'm going for pencil thickness. Now the flat does tend to be the drier, but that's not bad. There was a little bit of a fat cap that's still apparent here. And the smoke ring isn't too bad. So it looks really nice. So that end piece there, I wouldn't even call these burnt ends. Not sure what those would be. So those are bad. Those aren't bad. Want to taste one of these, baby?
Little tasties. Ooh, look at that. I like this.
Not bad. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and push that flat off to the side a little bit. Next thing we want to do
Good flavor, babe.
is we want to take this point and cut down the middle. Okay.
Don't squeeze all this out. Don't squeeze all the juice out. Oh, wow. Looks good, honey. Yummy.
Some might even think this is a little bit overdone. It's all right.
Has to be cooked well for me, sweetie. Good, honey.
Not bad. We definitely like the point. Wintered down nicely. Now this isn't a prime. This is more like a choice or even select. This is from Walmart. So this didn't have the best marbling. It's not Wagyu. It's not top shelf. I probably could have injected this and it probably would have helped out. Even the point is a little dry. That's just because it didn't have the marbling like a prime piece of brisket or Wagyu. Not bad though.
Oh, good, honey.
Okay, there you go. We hope you liked this video. Be sure to tap the subscribe button, ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Be sure to check out the links in the description for any of the rubs that we might have used today or anything else such as knives. And hit us up on social media. And be sure to hit us up down in the comments and tell us how your brisket went because we'd really love to hear from you. Till next time, see you guys later.